Everyone, Jeremy Hansen here. Today is April 3rd, 2022, and today I just kind of want to show the progress of the blooms. This is the third week I'll do a video, and the first couple weeks we had the pluots come out, a few of the early varieties, and then we had the mid-season kind of plums and pluots come out, and now we're going to have, as you guys can see here, my nectarines are out, and some of the later plums, pluots, like right here, this is Loretta plum, he's in flower, and the Satsuma. We have some flowers on this guy, but here's a nectarine right here, and I haven't had a whole lot of luck with nectarines, at least as far as the fruiting on them. They do have some beautiful flowers on them. I love the pink color, and this is a Double Delight nectarine. You can see just heavy flowers. If I can get this branch right here, so many flowers. And you can just see he's got a lot of flowers on him, so hopefully I'll get something this year. And this guy right here, starting to come out. This one's Flavor Top. And you can see he's got a few flowers just starting to come out. Nice pink color. Once again, I haven't had any fruit on either one of these two. Well, this guy, I did have him set fruit, but I didn't, the Double Delight, but I didn't have him make it to ripe. And then the Cotton Candy, he's kind of finishing up on his flowers right here. You just kind of see him right there. He's still got some that are coming out, but not as heavy as he was. And this one right here is the Arctic Blaze. Look at that, that's really cool right there. And you can see quite a bit of flowers on him, but still a lot more to go. And this one right here is the Arctic J. Definitely some flowers on him. So I'm definitely hopeful we'll get some nectarines this year. I have seen quite a few wasps and bees around here. You can kind of hear them buzzing around a little bit. So hopefully they're able to set this year. And this one right here is the Arctic Queen. Look at all those flowers on them. Very nice flower set. Very nice. And then right next to the Arctic Queen is the Arctic Rose. So they're all pretty much come out around the same time. Just after most of the pluots. We still have the late blooming pluots that are going. Look at that one. So I'll show you guys those in a minute. And the cherries still aren't out yet. This one is the Arctic Sweet. Definitely hard to find this nectarine. I got it from a place in Pennsylvania. See, this guy, he always flowers heavily. No fruit yet on this guy though, but definitely if I can get all this in view here, definitely a heavy flower set. Very nice, very beautiful flower. Definitely heavy. And I believe this is another Arctic Queen right here, and you can just see he's still going to come out pretty heavy next week, so maybe I'll try to get another one in next week. Look at that, that's really cool. We actually do have some fruit setting too, which I'll show a couple of those here in a little bit. This was a tree that someone gave to me, and I cut it back, and you can see nice growth on it. This is a Florida Prince, so I'm excited about him. I think he'll grow pretty quick here. This nice looking tree here, this is a Trilite. It's a peach plum hybrid. And once again, I haven't had the fruit off this guy yet, but I'm definitely excited. Look at that. And of course, one of my favorite peach here. Look how many flowers I have. The Sugar May, and you can see there's a little wasp up there pollinating. The Sugar May, and just look at those Nice flowers on it. Nice flowers. And I've actually grafted to my Sam Houston some sugar May. So hopefully I'll get a little bit of Sam Houston this year. And then a lot of sugar May. This guy's still coming out too. This is the, let me see where I'm at here. This is the Geopride. I was trying to figure out whether it was the Flavor Queen or the Geopride, and this is the Geopride. Still a few flowers on him. This one's good for pollinating. A lot of male flowers. And he typically sets pretty heavy. So I'm excited about this one. A nice big plum. Kind of like a typical plum taste, but a little bit sweeter. I might do another video on this one once I get ripe fruit. Typically late July. Here's some more of the sugar May. A nice sized tree. Different type of rootstock. I mean, look at all those flowers right in there. If I can hold it there. A little bit more showy than, this is the Sam Houston. Not quite as showy on the flowers here, but definitely quite a few flowers. And this is a very vigorous tree. Right next to the Sam Houston, I have my Lorraine. And kind of same thing, not super showy flowers, but that's okay. As long as he produces fruit. This is an interesting one right here because if you watch my first 3 videos, this is the third one. If you watch my first 2 videos, you'll see this guy, the Dapple Dandy, in flower. And you can see he's still got flowers on him right here. So 3-week period, very nice. And look right there. See if I can get it in there. Right, the sun right there. There's a piece of fruit already. So he's still got flowers coming out, and he's got fruit set on him already. So that's pretty neat. I mean, that 3-week extended time, that's really awesome to have. And I'll say it's just on this one, I think because he's a little bit older than my other trees over there, because they're already done pretty much. I'll show you guys that area really quick. This is a pear right here. He had some flowers on him, but I think there's a couple. This is a pineapple pear. And I have had this one before. It's kind of a tougher fruit. And then this is my moon glow that I grafted a few other varieties to. So it looks like I'll be able to use the Monterey to cross with the pineapple pear. Not that I have a big problem with that, but this beautiful guy is a Pluot. He's actually my Flavor King, and he's a consistent producer, I'll say. Look at that flowers, man, and that one too. Heavy flowers on that guy. Pretty consistent. A good piece of fruit, man. And like I said, he is consistent, but he's not as consistent. He's not as consistent as my Flavor Grenade, which I'll show you in just a second. This right here is June Gold. June Gold. This is pretty much a showy flower right here. Look at that big flower. Heavy flower set. I let my trees grow a lot bigger this year. Oh, look at it right there. It looks like I might already have a peach set on him. So that's pretty neat. Nothing like a fresh peach, you know. My favorites, there's another one right there, and there's another one inside there. So he's already doing pretty good for me. And then it was not a good year for the Florida King, as I was telling you guys. I think he's got a peach somewhere on here. I'm not going to try to find it right now though. This right here is a Flavor Grenade. Really consistent, really like this. Nice piece of fruit. Maybe a fruit, doesn't look too promising right there. But he came out, I think last week I showed you guys a little bit of him. Just look at all those flowers right there. And right next to him is another Flavor Grenade. And I really like these guys for the fruit set and just the piece of fruit. It's really good. And while I'm right next to it, I'll show you guys in just a second. Look at all those flowers though. Flavor grenades still. Very nice, very nice. Look at all those in there. Very beautiful, very showy. I like it when they don't have the leaves out just yet, but he leaves out around the same time he flowers out, so still very nice. And right next to him is Volverde's Green Gauge Plum. And he is, as you can see, definitely later plum. He doesn't come out till a little bit later. I haven't had any fruit set on him yet, but I would love to get some whenever he does come out. He's been in the ground, not the most vigorous tree here. I think because he's next to the Satsuma, which you can see the Satsuma's flowering right now. Good for crossing with the flavor grenades right next to each other. I think because the Satsuma's right next to him, it kind of hinders him a little bit. But he's also just not the most vigorous one that I have. The Satsuma is definitely highly vigorous. And there's some Satsuma flowers right there. Some in here. And I'm getting the mulching pretty good there. You can see I planted another one of those little seeds there. I'm hoping to get this side done. Oh, this guy right here. I don't know if I have any fruit set on me yet. That might be one right there. I'll do a fruit set video later. This is the flavor Heart. Plot. You can see there's a lot of potential right there. Not a lot right here. A couple right there that have potential. As long as we got the green stem on it still has potential. You can see these guys are kind of dried up in here. Like this guy's coming off. These guys right here, if I can get to focus a little bit. They may set. This guy looks promising. These other two guys look a little bit early right now. And this is the Sweet Tree Pleury, which I always talk highly of. He's still got flowers on him too. He started coming out last week. Oh, and this is kind of neat right here, I think. Oh, there it is right there. This is a Donut Peach from Texas A&M. So I have one set on him, which is pretty neat. And then I'm still next to the Burgundy here, which is still blooming. There's a little fruit right. See if I can get him. See where my finger is. Right there. He's a nice extended bloom, and he's a very productive plum. So it's looking like this year is going to be a really good year for him. The Santa Rosa, I put him here next to the Burgundy. Good for pollination, but a little bit later. So not a whole lot on him right now. And then this one right here is the Spring Satin Plum Cot. You saw him come out earlier, and he's got some fruit on him already. See if I can find one. He's actually got quite a few on him. But he's the one I told y'all. I really like it because he comes out so early. He ripens so early. I don't have to deal a lot with the bug issues. But I'll move on from him. And this guy right here is the Sprite Cherry Plum. This is a good piece of fruit too, man. I really like this guy. Heavy flowered. I was told I needed the D-Light to cross with him. Thankfully that is not the case, because it was hard for me to find a D-Light plum. You see nice flowers on him. Very nice. And you can see a lot of these other ones are leafed out already. This is the Flavor Supreme. Have not had any fruit on him yet. Really hoping that changes, because I hear he's really good, but I don't want to have a bunch of trees that don't produce. And the Splash, I already know there's a piece of fruit on the Splash. At least one. I haven't put a whole lot of time into trying to find the fruits yet, because patience. These guys right here, you remember they were heavy that first video I did. They're leafed out. I do think there's a couple pieces of fruit on here, but we'll see how that plays out too. And this guy's really cool right here. He's my shadow out of there. He's an air layer I did, the Sweet Tree Pleury. He's going on his third year here. I gotta be honest, when I cut him out, he just had little nubs on the roots. Not really roots, but he's came out okay. And then you just see this side right here. It's already leafed out. I don't think I have a whole lot of flowers on him on this side. But I still have a couple plums that I grafted that haven't leafed out yet. But yeah, it looks like this side's just about done. So I should be coming. Here's one that has a little bit of flowers on it. I believe it's a Flavor King. So you see these Flavor Kings are a little bit behind the other ones. Or I guess I should say they're a little bit ahead of the other ones. The other one's kind of delayed. Here's another Flavor King right here. Right there's some flower, and right there. So very nice. I mean, I'm excited about this year. I'm hoping to get a good fruit set. I wasn't able to get the bees, and with the way it looks like with my bloom sequence, I'm probably gonna wait for them because I don't know if I'm gonna have a whole lot of flowers left for the bees to pollinate with. So I do thank you guys for watching. Till next time.